Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we are in week 8 of year 5 in this dynasty, and this Kentucky Wildcats team has battled back, and we actually have a chance to make the playoffs when it was looking like our chances of the playoffs were going to be over. We started SEC play this year, and we lost the first two. First to Texas and then South Carolina. We moved out of the top 10, and it was looking like we possibly weren't going to make the playoffs, but the last couple weeks, this team has banded back together, and we've been playing a high-level football. We are now the number 8 ranked team in the nation, and we're sitting with the record of 4-2. We're still only 1-2 in the conference, but there is plenty of conference games left this year. Now today, we have a huge Southeastern Conference clash in Florida versus the Gators. This is a Gators team who struggled this year. They are out of the top 25. They are 1-2 in the conference, just like we are. They're sitting with the record of 3-3, so they really need to win this game today because they still have a chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, they've got to win out, which starts with beating us today. Now, in order to not let that happen, we have to play smart, focused football today. This is an extremely tough environment to play in. We got to come ready, everybody. It's going to be really tough. But you take a look at these two teams by the numbers. We're 94 overall, 94 offense, 95 defense. The Florida Gators are 87 across the board, but they have home field advantage, so they're probably going to be playing in the 90s and above, especially if they gain momentum early on. Now, the impact player here for Kentucky needs no introduction. Dan Honeycutt, the number 1 player in the Heisman watch right now. We could finally coach our first Heisman winner. But he's dominated. What an incredible year Dan Honeycutt has had. And honestly, that's going to be the strategy today. Get the ball in the hands of Dan Honeycutt and let him do his thing. And hey, I want to win Heisman so bad, and I really think this is going to be the year. Make your predictions in a comment. Do you think Dan Honeycutt will win the Heisman? Let me know what you all think. My vote is yes, of course. But thank you all for all the support on this series. If you get some enjoyment today, be sure you drop a like. It really helps these videos and helps this series continue to grow, and subscribe for plenty more content. And if you want to jump ahead to the game start timestamp, you can see it at the bottom right of the screen or click the video timestamps provided in the video description below. But starting today with the top stories and then into the top 25, the first top story is, of course, what I just talked about. Dan Honeycutt, number 1 in the Heisman watch through the first 7 weeks of the year. I mean, what a generational talent we found, everybody. And we knew he was going to be that generational talent. Next up, we have a big upset. The Missouri Tigers took down Alabama 28-14. Look at their wide receiver. 5 catches, 177 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Paul Peace. What a game. Next up, look at this. LSU crushed Florida in Florida last week, 34-16. LSU moves into the number 12 spot in the top 25, and Florida moves to the unranked when they were number 12 going into this matchup. And look at this. The former defensive coordinator led Stanford to a victory over number 5 ranked Notre Dame. What an upset. I tell you, Andrew Parker took over Stanford, and he's been dominating. That game was in Notre Dame, and they took them down. Congrats to Stanford. They're at number 14, and they have a chance to make the playoffs this year if they keep this up. And here's your updated top 25 through the first 7 weeks. Georgia is still number 1 at 6-0 record. Oregon number 2, Virginia Tech, USC, Michigan, NC State, Clemson, Kentucky. Stanford moves to number 9 after they were 14 last week because they took down number 5 ranked Notre Dame. Huge win for Stanford, and we may finally get the Kentucky-Stanford matchup. I want that matchup so bad. Ole Miss, number 10. Notre Dame moves to 11. LSU, 12. Northwestern, UMass, Nebraska, Texas at 16. Penn State, Alabama drops to 18. Arizona, 19. West Virginia, Colorado, Miami, Kansas State, Purdue, and South Carolina moves into the top 25. And honestly, they deserve it. I mean, they crushed us in Lexington, Kentucky. So, I honestly think South Carolina is getting robbed here in the rankings because that team is amazing. They played great versus us and beat us in Lexington. I think they deserve to be there probably at 13 where Northwestern is. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. But yeah, a lot of movement on the top 25. And I know I said I want to see the Kentucky-Stanford matchup. You're like, Ryan, you already saw that matchup. Yes, we played them last season to start the year. But I want to see it in the playoffs. Like, not a regular season game that we had on the schedule. I actually want to see a playoff matchup versus the former defensive coordinator Andrew Parker here for Kentucky. That would be awesome. And just a quick update on the SEC standings here. Yeah, it's rough for Kentucky. Number 13 in the conference right now, but number 8 in the nation. Georgia number 1, LSU number 2, Arkansas number 3, undefeated right now in the conference, and Auburn is the last undefeated team as well there at number 4. But it's time. Week 8 matchup. Kentucky Wildcats versus the Florida Gators. It is tough to play in the swamp. We got to come ready to play, everybody, or this could get out of hand fast, just like it did in Texas, right? So now as far as uniforms go, let's go blue pants today. Or how about black pants? Yeah, let's go black pants. And let's see what uniforms they're wearing. Yeah, that actually works out perfect. All right, make sure playbook is set. Playbook is set. It's time for some football, everybody. I love this game so much. And wow, I cannot wait for College Football 26. It's really right around the corner. Let's dominate.
Welcome to the swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away first.
Such a nerve-wracking environment. Like, I'm always nervous playing here.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but
no mistakes today.
Not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Look, Trayvon Drayton has had a down year, but honestly, we have Dan Honeycutt. And Stephen Bullock. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He's dominated.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath.
Trayvon Drayton said, "Give me the ball, coach."
He's run out of bounds, but not before.
Give me the ball.
Pick up and moving the sticks for a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw.
What a route. Guerrero, the other generational talent at wide receiver. He's a sophomore as well.
But not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver.
Did our team finally learn how to block again? Yes.
Just making a play.
Excuse me. I think I got. It feels like I'm getting the hiccups, right? Like sometimes when I talk, it's not actually the hiccups yet, obviously. But if I have to pause the video, you know why. Like, why is there a cut in the video, Ryan? Well.
And I feel like this guy too is
I hate the hiccups.
Play waiting to happen.
Who likes the hiccups though, to be honest?
And he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We're back.
Sometimes people say,
did you all see Stephen Bullock has negative 70 rushing yards because all the sacks, and we haven't ran the ball with him?
Like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and
that's on me.
You're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it.
You know which one we've circled all off season? Georgia.
Go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief because if it starts
play
to
action
throughout the game, look out.
The only game that we've been scouting for every single week is Georgia.
They are not cooperating. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
He overthrew him a touch. It was a good route.
The quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes.
Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking?
On second down, looking again.
I can't see the icon. It's X, right? Yes, it's X.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's X. That was a guess.
Nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Why would I do that? Like, I was fully guessing that he was X. Like, I'm just running across the middle, you know, like, yeah, it's X. What a throw and what a catch. You all are so used to me hitting the wrong button. Like, you all are shocked. Like, did Ryan really just hit the right button when he thought it was wrong? Yeah. Yeah. No, I thought it was right, but I don't know. What do I know?
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
All I know is on U of K.
Well executed 8-play, 75-yard drive.
We're back.
And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring.
But hey, our offense has been amazing all year, though. Like, they have. Our problem has been the defensive side. They've been better lately.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators offense has the ball for the first time. One way to
coming off a big win in Vandy last week.
He has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do
or against
that.
Vandy.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take
Let's
the
blitz
top
him.
off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a,
you know, I recognize so many names this year. So many names that we tried to recruit. Like, I see names and I'm like, these were players that were on our recruiting board that we removed.
After the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good
Some of
about
them.
having him in the slot is he can go.
You all probably recognize a lot of names too.
Up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run
like
away
that
from
quarterback
those
for
linebackers.
South Carolina.
Pretty good
Yeah.
effort on that one to work his
Yeah.
way up to the 42.
I think he's glad he chose South Carolina. No, because he would have won 3 national championships with us. How many national championships has South Carolina had in the last 4 years in this dynasty?
Things haven't necessarily gone their way.
They're going to beat us by 30 next time they play us.
They have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Focus on the football, Ryan.
We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our
Sorry,
hat
South
on,
Carolina
so we can
fans.
start
That
to
was out of
build
hand.
some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted. but
You
we
all
gotta point
beat
to the
us
next
by,
opportunity.
in this year of this dynasty, you all beat us by 14 at
Those
home.
guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
Can't guard them both.
Finds the tight
That
end.
wasn't my zone, though.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit
Okay,
short of the
I'm
first down.
going Tampa 2 and show cover 3.
It's so important for
No,
quarterbacks
I
to
messed
be
up
able
on the
to
coverage
find
shell.
rhythm
I
and
think
be
I can change it
comfortable,
now.
confident. You want to just
Can
get
I?
the ball out
Yeah, show
quickly,
3.
make it an
I didn't get it in
accurate,
time.
easy throw, and you could tell
Didn't
that
matter.
these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
The Gator
I'm gonna
ground
put the
game
pressure.
is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality.
We literally
That's what
sent
you wanna see
all
from
but
this
4
year.
players there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens
Okay,
up
you all should
your
be lined
entire
up. What are we
playbook
doing?
moving forward.
Oh, it almost
And that
worked.
pass will be jarred loose on
The
second down.
quarterback
That
thought we
brings
were in a
up
cover
third
2
down.
zone, which is what we were aligned in,
Defense has a lot of
but
speed, especially in the
almost
secondary.
picked
You
it off
saw that
because
speed.
of it.
Defender got to
That was
receiver so
dangerous to
quick
be that
because of the
misaligned,
hit
though.
and incomplete pass.
Show cover 2, run cover
Third
3.
and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He'll pull it on the read.
Yes!
They could just run it on
Come
third
on,
and
what a
short, but
tackle
this
by Dylan
defense
Rowe.
was there to make the stop.
That's incredible.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a
And yeah, I hit
successful
his stick
drive.
there.
He's going to try to
I shouldn't
punch one
have.
through from 45 yards away.
That's a great kick.
It's
They're not going to miss that on their home field. I always hate to hear the Florida fight song, right? You know, you never want to hear your rival team's fight songs, right? Let's just be honest. Because it means they did good.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk
7-3. That's a
here.
big
He'll
stop
make
for our
the Bearcats.
defense. I think that's the first game this year, I'm serious, that we did not allow a first drive touchdown.
There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop?
I'm looking
handing it
at
off? Just
Stack
keep
actually
at
out of the
it on this
backfield.
drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies.
Nobody.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
It would have been
line.
intentional grounding if I tried to
See,
throw that
Gator
away.
bringing the heat like
Let's
that,
go
you
the
think about
9-8-6
Derek
switch,
Hardy
everybody.
was
We
the
didn't run this
MVP of the
once last
national
week.
championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult.
I'm actually glad because it really was not a good time for it.
You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Should we just run it? 3rd and 24, 7-3 lead. If we throw a pick 6 here, it's a nightmare.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the
No,
second.
no. That sounds crazy, right? What did I
Now
just say?
facing a third down as they come back to the line.
We got
after the
Dan
break.
Honeycutt.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes
Nobody
the
was open. That would have been
pressure,
picked off for a
and there he
touchdown.
goes down again. Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
It really would
Doesn't
have.
say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Doesn't say much about your
Sometimes
drive when
avoiding
you're looking
disaster
forward
is
to
the
the
best
punt.
thing. The punter just gets it out
Isn't
of
that
there.
the truth?
They make the stop. and
You
that
don't
is
say.
Exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida
I
has
tell
the
you,
ball
we
back,
have
and
fun here on
comes
the Gamer
offense.
Ability YouTube channel. Thank you all for being a part of it. Always love reading your all's comments across all the videos. You all are legends. You all give me such a good laugh and inspire me each and every day. Appreciate you all.
But they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some.
Gonna let it
Pick that!
fly. And he
It turned me
reels
into
it
the
in
wrong
at the
player. I was trying to
15-yard
turn into
line.
Dylan
The
Rowe,
stop is
but
made,
Dylan Rowe has
this
to get back
offense
there.
is threatening first and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did.
We are not
tracking
watching
the
that
ball
replay
there.
close.
Nice job
What you all like,
locating
Ryan?
the
What did you
throw
do when you
and
turned
then
into the
hauling it
wrong
in.
player? No comment.
The run on
It
first
looked
and
like you
goal.
tackled your own team.
He worked his
No
way
comment.
all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This guy just has.
Did he
a
just
nose
do the
for end
Heisman
zone.
pose?
You love his
Mocking
ability to
Dan
find
Honeycutt?
creases,
All right.
use his speed in the open field and go
I see how it is.
He's been really good for his offense early this year. That
Imagine
already
doing the
is a
Heisman
rushing
pose
touchdown on
when you're
his-
playing against one of the best wide receivers of all time. Potentially could be the best college football season ever at the wide receiver position. And mocks him with the Heisman pose. All right, Florida.
They'll try to add another to their
Nothing
lead.
better than when our defensive back, you all remember when our defensive back in the national
And the extra
championship
point
game
puts them up
last
by
year,
a
or maybe it was
field
the
goal.
round before the
We
national
check in with
championship,
Kevin Connors. What's
when he
going on,
intercepted the
Kevin?
Heisman quarterback. He won it over our running back, Trayvon Drayton. He intercepted him, took it to the end zone for a touchdown, and did the Heisman pose right in front of him. That's one of my favorite moments in this dynasty. Because I did not stage that. Like, I don't even know how to do a Heisman pose. I'll be honest. I don't even know how to celebrate in this game. I know there's different celebrations. I have no clue how to hit them.
Thanks for the
That was
update on
just
that
all
one.
natural and
Let's know where
organic,
goes
and it was
fine.
just so funny.
Give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36.
I mean,
It'll
we're
be a
blocking
first
today. It's
down.
about time we learn how to
Well,
block for the
offense knew
run
what
this
they
year.
needed to get that
It's been a
first
big
down,
problem.
so they dial up the running play,
Okay,
make it
I am looking at
just enough to
Sands,
keep the drive
Sanders,
alive.
Sands, and Honeycutt.
He's looking to throw it.
Sands,
Unloads
wide
to the
open.
wide out. He's got an
What
open
a spin.
man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at
Let's
the
go
42.
PA League.
They've
And
come
I'm
out
looking
with
at
answers on
Guerrero
this
for a
possession,
touchdown.
and now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And
Yeah,
the
it's a great
sophomore
rush
able to
there.
wreak
Good
some
blitz.
havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s.
Keep in mind, everybody, this is Sanders last year. He's been a game changer for this team.
Nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the gate
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down.
I misread the
Defense
defender.
Gets the ball back through its own.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football.
That's a terrible decision.
Across the board, you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Gators sending
Remember when
the
I
offense
said
back to work.
earlier in the intro,
David,
can't
they
turn over
would
the
love
football?
to stack
It's about
another
momentum. I think I
touchdown
said
on top of
something
that
like that.
last drive.
If I
And
didn't,
this
I
offense
meant
did
to say it.
Such a good job on the
Well,
last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
It wouldn't be a
Jesse, and they need
gameability
to do it
video
again on
without
this
an
one.
interception,
They
right?
had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication
sad
was
truth.
going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know,
I'm going to keep showing cover 2 and running cover 3.
You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the pass play.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Just run man.
Man, that was a good run. But
Make
it was
sure we
almost
play over
even
top
better.
just in case.
Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Let's go,
I'll
Dooley.
tell you, this is a running
What a play.
back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a
Stay
good
man.
job
I feel like that was
getting
really
him
good
down
coverage.
there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
I tell you,
Got a man. It's
they
Marshall.
had 3 people
They're
wide
able to
open.
Get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Okay, let's go
I want to get my
to cover.
running backs the ball in
Too hard
space as
flat.
much as possible. And sometimes
If I'm
it doesn't
them,
work in the running
I'm
game.
just going to
I
run
can
this.
throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
I mean, I tried to push through like that. I was hoping somebody else would get off and make a play.
And that's a great sign for this offense.
That was a
because
great
this
block.
year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency.
That was
and
just
the
great
biggest
decision
problem
making
has
on the
been
offensive line's
third
part.
down.
That was
Right
just so
there,
good.
Nice job executing.
I don't like to be on the
running
other
ball,
side of it,
picking
but
up the first
gotta
and keeping
compliment
this
it.
drive alive.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
Let's go cover 3 Sky, show cover 2.
The Gators are moving quickly down
It's a
the
normal
field.
zone, no match zone here.
Trying to find his man on first down.
Come on, team. Yes!
And the freshman will
Elijah
chalk up a
Scholar.
sack.
Awesome
Take him to
job
school.
by the
Look at
defense.
him.
Not
Look at
only
him
getting
fired
the fast
up. Look at the
quarterback on the
freshman.
ground,
Calm
but
down.
understanding what he wants to do. He can take off.
In real
I gotta
life,
make sure I got good pursuit angles,
They
and I gotta
throw
make sure I
flags for
build
anything
rails.
these days.
I
They'd
can't
probably
let
call
him
that a
outside.
flag
I
in
gotta
real life
keep
for
him in the
taunting.
pocket. He tries to get outside.
Well,
They get the
actually, I
sack,
think
and
I
he
could
gets a
see how that
huge
probably
loss
was
on that.
taunting. Now, I might have thrown the flag in real life on that one, to be honest, if it shows it. Look at him. Like, he's all over him, then he picks him up. The quarterback's not doing anything. Yeah, that probably should have been a
That sack
taunting,
gets
but
this offense behind the
you know,
chains. It's second down.
let him play.
He's looking to throw.
They really do call
Moves around
taunting
to
for
clear up
anything.
the
Like, it's getting out of hand.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks.
Elijah
His
Scholar on
30th
one
career
side,
sack.
Matthew Horn on
And
the
that's
other
an
side.
amazing
Good
number,
luck.
30 sacks,
Now we got to go
because a lot
cover
of guys
4,
get
right?
sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming
There's
them
no
and
way they
sliding
get
and
this,
chipping,
right?
And then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
Cover
And it's got
4.
to be consistently, Jesse.
Over
Like, you
top,
gotta
give cushion.
consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback
That's
30
honestly,
times,
that's a
very
smart
few
decision.
people have done that.
That's probably what
And he's
I
not
should do in
going
those
to make
cases
it.
too.
The defense denying him the first down. And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down.
Are you all
The
thinking what
punter
I'm
gonna get
thinking?
his first word
Dan
of the
Honeycutt
afternoon.
touchdown?
Fields the punt and looking for daylight.
That was
He'll
terrible.
get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Kentucky has it back in the big blue
I
offense.
think
takes the
this
field.
might get them.
So late in the half,
No.
this is really an opportunity,
How are they
David,
ready
maybe
for
to
the run?
swing the momentum in
Okay.
their favor.
Dang right.
I don't think the
There's
pass is
time
open
to be
either, but it's
conservative.
worth
We're
a
little
shot.
bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
He dropped
Coach
it.
said all week he wanted to be aggressive.
Okay.
This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Did they just call holding?
Shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Waltzes into the
I
end
saw it
zone,
too.
but he might
I
be
saw it.
dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The
It was
penalty
holding. You
wipes
can't
out
deny
the
it.
Big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense.
Oscar Beducci. Wake up. I know none of us know what to say right now, right?
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat.
It's a good thing he got rid of that. That would have been a
Pass is
safety.
incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense
I'm
smells
so
blood in the
mad.
water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and
Dan,
over and over. They've
take
already
this
sacked
to
him
the
a couple times.
house.
They're just winning up front. They
You
almost
can't
got
hear
another
it.
sack on that last play.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That one will
I need
be
to settle down.
incomplete, and
Just
we are
punt
down
the
to
ball
10
away.
seconds to go. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Good job by
Good
the
punt.
coverage
We have a
unit to
punter
stop
now,
the
everybody.
return man.
Thank you all for telling me to get a punter. Stanford's senior, Stevenson, has 14 sacks. What?
Just
What?
enough time to get
What?
off one final
Am
play
I
of the
reading
half.
that correctly? 14 sacks in 7 games? What is
throw it on
Andrew
first
Parker
down.
doing over there? Can't believe he
Going
left
for
Kentucky.
all.
Okay.
The pass falls incomplete.
I
and
thought they were
that's
going to
how
catch
we
that.
finish this
Hey,
half.
good
That's gonna
half.
wrap up
I'll see you in the
first
second
half
one.
here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks
I
for that
tell ya.
breakdown, Kevin.
Stephen Bullock is incredible. That throw he made, seeing that instant replay into double coverage on the run on a dime.
Kentucky teeing it
I
up
told
and
you all
ready
he
to
was
go here in the
generational
second
talent. I know
half.
there's some of you out there who said may need to go to another quarterback. You know, he's not it. He's not it. Not living up to potential,
And no
but
chance at a return
he
here.
wasn't,
They'll start this drive
but he
at
is
their own
now.
25.
Gotta let him grow, right?
The ball back, and here
That's
comes
that's the
offense.
issue.
They go
That's
to
the
work in
issue,
third
honestly,
quarter
nowadays
the
with the
lead, but
transfer
they have had
portal.
a little trouble
It's
keeping
created
their
this
quarterback
mindset
upright.
of
Yeah,
young
and you have the
players
lead, you're positive,
thinking
but
that
the
they
offensive
need
line
to
coach
come in
is
and
definitely
start
gonna
right
be
away.
upset.
They
The
want
offensive
the
coordinator,
action right
listen,
away.
I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being
I
productive.
imagine
Give him
being
some
a
more time
freshman
here in
and
the second
playing
I think you can do
Division
that,
One
too,
football.
offensively by maybe
I
moving
would
your
rather
tight
sit on the
end
bench
in
for
to
2
help
years
block, maybe chipping with
than
running
get
backs to help
crushed.
these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. The
Like,
pocket has been
I don't
shaky,
know.
and if it continues to be
it's,
that way in the second half,
you gotta
this could
develop,
be a
right?
much different looking football.
They'll snap it on first down. from
The jump from
35.
high school to Division One is just unreal. Like, you know, you gotta be okay with developing. And some players are. I'm not saying every player's like that nowadays, but it has created an issue. Focus on football, though, Ryan. Enough with the transfer portal.
And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I like the transfer portal, don't get me wrong. I just think there needs to be more rules and regulations on it. and only one period in which they can change,
From the
and
red zone, he's gonna throw
no
it.
sitting out of
Caught in the
postseason
backfield,
games
he's
and stuff like that
That completion
because
will
you're going to
take it
transfer,
close to the
right?
5-yard line.
That's
They'll mark it at
I think the
6.
main thing that gets to me there.
Man,
Like,
he looks like
there's
he's
so
in
many
a
players
rhythm
that
on
sit
this
out. It's
drive,
like, no, I'm going to leave
3
next
for
year,
3.
right?
He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
What a play call. I mean,
Florida.
hitting us with the
Wow,
gritty as well.
A lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this
I
area
never
of the
would have
field,
expected that, everybody.
He can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Oscar Benucci. That hold killed us. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, it's football, everybody.
Lining up
We
to
faced a
tackle
lot of
more
adversity
under
already
League.
this year. Come on.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing
Let's lock
by
it in.
just 2 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team.
Guerrero tried to get upfield and make
How
one
about
more
that?
block.
I know
If he
Kevin
does,
and
it's a
those guys will be
touchdown.
keeping an eye on
Wow,
it.
that's a touchdown.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline.
I'm looking for Dan
especially when
Honeycutt
you're
for a big
facing
play.
teams that will run
Do
the
not
jet
hold.
sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
He'll pull it down.
That works too.
Those defenders were
Like his
seeing
first
red.
run of the year.
Quarterback
And I
felt
don't
it
think
and
that's an
got down
over-exaggeration.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football. Go
That's
through
wide
his
open.
progressions. Nothing home. Take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Should have ran him over.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it
Also,
up to the
it was just
44.
no urgency
After
from
the
Drayton there.
productive
He's usually
first
very
down
good at
play
cutting,
of
but
2nd
not
and
there.
6. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play.
Yeah,
Able to
I don't
wedge it back
know
to the
what
line of
happened there.
scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football,
That's not
you
the
want
play I
to
picked.
yards
Oh,
after
we
the
can't
catch.
see it
He
because the
went
fans are
nowhere after
fired
the
up.
catch. Nice
Oh,
job.
no. We don't know the receiver icons. And I know the play I picked. It's an 10 and in on the inside. Then the outsides are both ends as well. Levels concept.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense makes the
What a play.
immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that
I
was a
tell you, no
massive
game
play
does
for
it better
this
than
offense.
college
They
football
needed
25.
some
Creating
momentum.
the
Needed to find the
home
rhythm
field
in a
advantage.
better way.
It's perfection.
Converting on 3rd down.
Tremaine
Awesome
Stack
job
has
by
to
the
make that
quarterback.
block.
Man, not
You
much
gotta
wiggle
make that
room for
block,
the ball
like-
carrier there.
Not really
just
sure
do.
what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They're setting up the screen.
I probably should have got
Nice
up the
gain of
field a
6,
little bit
leaving them
quicker.
with 3rd and 4.
He didn't get
Our
a big
quarterback is
gain.
dominating
You wanna call
everybody,
that play and
besides
probably
that
wanna get
interception.
more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker.
we're going
If you
for
could
it.
just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing
That's
better
perfection.
football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And they finally get him to the ground.
This
An
is so
easy
nerve-wracking.
conversion
Like,
for this
every single
offense.
play,
Defense
could
not
cost you the game,
exactly
right?
The perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And
It is a good thing
coverage
that ball
there
was
and
out of
knock
reach.
it
What
away
was
and
number
deny the
15
score.
doing? What kind of route was that?
Panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second
That's
half.
one of the
This
worst
offense
routes I've seen all year.
Really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll try again on 2nd down. after
Listen
the
to Florida's
incompletion.
band. Can you all settle down?
He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper,
No, we don't have
they're
any
the better
frustrations.
team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Yeah, true.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
I know. I know what you were saying. Ryan, did you really try to throw that?
Third and long in field goal range, they go
It's
zone
open.
coverage, so that everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
We could use that new kicker about now.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
It's so tough to kick there. Like, it's moving 1,000 miles per hour. Everything's going so fast. The band is sitting there playing the loudest music in my ears. I can't.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time.
I
wound
love
up
this
with a
game so
touchdown.
much,
Yeah,
but
mixing
wow,
and
is it
matching
tough to
play
play on
calling
the
really
road.
well.
Like,
Nice
this game
balance
never
on that
ceases
last
to
one.
amaze
They
me.
will
I
see
do
what they
not
can
know
do
how
here
they
this next
created
drive.
it.
Yeah, and I
Like,
don't
it's so
expect
good,
anything
and
different. When you
it's-
put together a
no
drive
game
like
does
that,
it better.
I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the gun. The
I
running
also
back
hate
has
it sometimes, too.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them
Tim Brooks,
put them in passing
get 'em.
situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing right. It's
Get up
caught
there
downfield.
and make a hit.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Act like you want to win, team. That's all I'm asking.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall.
Good hit.
He's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on
Too many
that last
mistakes.
when they need 8 on
Interception.
2nd down.
A called back play that was a touchdown. And a missed field goal. That's passing. That's
Laundry
holding.
down on the field as
Yeah.
the pass is
I almost said
incomplete,
pass
but let's see
interference.
what
I
the
meant
penalty
holding. I
is.
saw it. No, illegal. Okay, that's even better. Actually, a holding would have been better, right? But I'm going declined because I want it to be 3rd and 8.
They'll decline that penalty.
Okay.
Obviously very happy
Come
with
on.
the results of the play.
What do we do here? That is the question. Do we put the pressure on him? No.
Ball is at the 41
I think
as
we-
this defense tries to
we just
force
make a
the
play.
punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat.
Yes!
And he can't escape
Matthew
it. Down he
Horn.
goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster.
Whew.
I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2
I mean, we're
sacks.
in this
There's
game
a
still.
lot
It's
of
the 4th
football to
quarter. I
play.
know not a
We've
lot of
come to
time
the
left
end
in
of
the clock.
quarter, and it's Florida
And
on top.
our
And as
season
we
could
switch
be on the
ends of
line,
field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Our playoff chances could be over if we drop today. I'm not saying they are over. We could still win out, but we still face Georgia. I know I said I can't wait for that game, but with the way we're playing this
This will
season,
be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I don't know. Georgia might score 50, and we're going to score 60.
And the return
Trying to make
will
a
be
play, you
brought
know.
down.
I'm going with our 9-8-6 switch. Need a big
Kentucky
play.
sends the offense
Dan
back
Honeycutt,
out
do
onto
your
the
thing.
field. He'll start this drive firing.
B's wide open. That's tunnel vision. Guerrero is sitting there. He has his hands. He literally has his hands on his head in frustration with how open he was. Just no time.
Give him a little bit more time.
With the
Good
catch, it's
block.
Guerrero. They
Let's
made
go.
the stop
Sanders
at
made that
before he
play.
Takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Probably the
Not
toughest
being able to see
call
the
on the play
icons of your
sheet.
plays,
3rd
like,
and long. Ball's
playing
at
on the road is
25.
nuts.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released.
Yeah, we got to go for it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Our quarterback's code too.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
A was open, but like just no time whatsoever. And I feel like my brain was moving so slow that drive. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like feel like my decision making was slow there.
Stopped after making the catch.
We got to make a pick.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Good tackle, Norman.
Into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. 3rd down.
I'm picking this ball off.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield.
I was running with the running back because it's not my zone. I was reading run, and I go back, which I saw was a pass. But if I leave my zone and guard him, we could have stopped it. But also, he might have dumped it down the middle. We need a pick so bad.
Using the quick game.
Or a forced fumble.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They got a lead here late, and they
Wake
are
up.
still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
First down.
Stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Like I've said every year in this 5-year dynasty, we're in year 5. Every year I said, when you have a tough Southeastern Conference schedule with some really tough road games, or any year, you may lose every game. This is an example of that. Yeah, we won the close games year 4, year 3. Our defense is not able to keep up, and our offense hasn't been able to keep up today either. So, like, there's so many people to blame today, and you have to give credit to the Florida Gators because they're playing a perfect game, and this environment has been insane.
Down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
Like, yeah, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the fans here. They've been electric, and they've led their team to victory here.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here.
Sanders is so good.
One back and put a good drive together.
It's not over. Like, listen, I'm not sitting here and giving up.
15 yards. Now from the 40.
It's not looking good.
Looking to move it through the air. Sends it downfield.
Yes! What a play!
Touchdown, Wildcats.
That's Mize's first touchdown of the year, I think. It's not over.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take
10-point
advantage
game.
of this defense down the field, throwing the
Got an
football.
onside kick.
Got a lot of speed on the perimeter.
Some people might say kick away. No, I say get the onside kick now. Kick away would be crazy.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to
All right,
secure
defense,
the
make a
onside
stand.
kick.
Got to dominate here, right?
Sending the offense
Simple as
back
that.
to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next
Know
drive,
if it's a
David,
run
I
or a
think keep
pass. They're
running
not going
the
to
football
throw
because
it,
that sets
are
up
they?
the play action. It sets up the
I mean, if they
RPO
do,
game, and
they
you
win.
keep this defense guessing.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Yes. I'm saving the timeout. They'll have to run one more play. Now they are going to throw here.
They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I knew you were looking for the quarterback run. Get out of here.
Not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on
got to block it, run it
they
for a touchdown.
Put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 55 yards.
Does Florida have the best kicker in college football? Just hit a 55-yarder like it's nothing. He could have kicked a 70-yarder there.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football.
Yeah, no, he could have made it. Yeah, he probably could have made a 70.
Will need to mount a comeback, but
it's not over. It's 2 scores anyways, right? You are like, right, it doesn't matter. I agree. Now we can't use the timeout.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington State.
Oh, they're talking about another game. I'm like, down by 3. I am running 9-8-6 switch.
The unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run
He
that
took a
play.
shot. You can't blame Steven on that. Okay. Well,
first snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
we wanted the challenge, and we got it all right, haven't we?
In motion. The inside handoff. Makes one man miss. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
All right, Florida, we'll remember that. All right. Overrated, you say?
They're getting this guy lathered
All right.
up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's over, right? Why am I calling timeouts?
Go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Just because of that, we're going to win this game.
The defense desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
All right.
3rd and short now from their own 48. And the defense is
Get the ball back.
swarming
This
to
game's
keep
not
them
over.
from getting to
2
the
touchdowns.
first down. The
Simple.
Gators will line up to punt it away.
I've never got an onside kick in this game, but let's run this back for a touchdown, Dan.
Get to the
Oh,
way,
we don't get a
good
shot.
distance,
What a
but more
punt.
importantly, just the direction he wanted. Kentucky sends the offense back.
It'd be hard to beat them deep right now, obviously.
Let's see if
But
this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
hurry up.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the...
Lofts one high and deep.
It's pass interference. What a catch. Guerrero. And it's a penalty. It's free timeout. Guerrero said, get off me. Decline.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty.
He said,
thanks
get
to
off
that
me.
big play. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket.
Bullock!
This one into the end zone, and all of a sudden,
What?
he's got a chance at a finish.
It's not over.
Any chance to make this happen. We had to score.
It's not over.
A little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike
I
offense
don't
on that
even know what
three-way
to
scoring
say.
drive. And he found his
Okay.
way to the end zone
Come
for the
on,
7th
team,
catch.
please.
Just over 20 seconds to play.
One time like you've never won time before, YouTube.
They were ready for the onside
How did
kick
he
and
catch that?
executed perfectly, and they
That was a
secured the football.
perfect onside kick. Good
And this is why
game.
you put your
Good
hands
fight.
on the field
But
most of the time,
it's
when
a
you know
loss.
coming and you put those guys there.
What a
Great
fight.
catches of the football. The first guys,
How
what do
does
they
he
do? They go
catch
block.
that
They go
so
blow somebody
easily?
up.
That was
The
a
next guys
great
catch the
onside
football,
kick.
secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You know, the commentator said it perfectly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Key mistakes lost us the game. And when you're on the road and you're in the Southeastern Conference, you're playing in the swamp. What an insane environment that is. You all saw it this entire game. And we went out and made that interception, right? The holding that called back the touchdown, heartbreaking. The missed field goal. The list goes on. Some small mistakes, some big mistakes, but I am proud of this team because we fought. We fought back. We scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. Gave ourselves a chance to maybe win it. Missed the onside kick, but honestly, that's the best onside kick I've done in this game, and I can't believe he caught that so easily. But yeah, I mean, you got to give Florida so much credit. They were the better team. They did not make any mistakes. They did not throw one interception, no fumble. Ball security was perfect for them. They called a great game, both offensively and defensively, and they held us scoreless in the second and third quarters. And then we jumped out in the fourth, played great, but it wasn't enough. Painful, right? But what a game. This is the competition we wanted, right? What a year. Like, the games we've had, they've been battles, and we've had to fight. We've had to fight from behind. This team is facing adversity. Can we still make the playoffs? I don't know. If we beat Georgia, yes. Actually, yeah, we got to think. Look who we play. We play Georgia. We have multiple tough top 25 opponents left. If we lose one more, yeah, you can say goodbye to the playoffs. I'm just going to be honest with you all. You all know that. Yeah. But offensively, we had a good game. 310. We had too many mistakes, though. 310 passing. They had 231. And it's just heartbreaking. That interception cost us, 2 interceptions. Wait. Is it bad? I only remember one. I really do. Oh, yes, I do. Wow, that other interception would have changed everything, too. That was that deep ball when Stephen Bullock got hit. Yeah, it wasn't really a bad decision. Just a one-on-one ball. But honestly, I should have thrown that to Dan Honeycutt. What was I thinking? But what about Guerrero? What about the sophomore? The other generational talent. What about the plays he made? We have such good talent on this team, but rough to lose, right? Stephen Bullock, 141 rating, not the best. 13 for 26, 251 passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not a good game for the junior, but he's coming off the best game of his career last week. It's rough out there. You just never know. Drayton, we had a good game running, and then I stopped running the football, but we were down. So, the game flow really forced us to pass, and we were passing the ball really well. I mean, look at this. Rough game for Dan Honeycutt, though, right? I mean, he got a touchdown called back, but Florida's the only team to shut him down. Their secondary was great. Their pass rush was great. They were firing on all cylinders. Like, that just shows home field advantage, how big of a factor it plays in this game. Like, Florida Gators just played like the #1 team in college football. Their defenders look better than Texas, and Texas had a lot of speed on the defensive side. But, like, they were dominating defense on the defensive line and also in the pass coverage. I mean, when Dan Honeycutt has one catch, and you all know that I look for him almost every single time, not being able to see the icons on screen, the vibration, it all plays a factor and makes it so tough to play. If you all have not experienced it yourself, you all are missing out. I'm telling you all, try it. It is so well done the way they do home field advantage in this game. And home field advantage, if you watch college football in real life, you know how big of a factor it plays. It's insane, the home field advantage in real life. And you play in Florida, it's tough. And yeah, they showed up today and we did not. That's rough. Now, Matthew Horn had 2 sacks, but other than that, look at this. No pressure. We got no pressure. That shows I didn't blitz enough, right? I didn't blitz enough. I could have called better plays defensively. Defensively, you know, wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. But yeah, offensively, it just wasn't there, though. That was the big problem today. Offense let us down, and they've kind of been the part of our team. They have been the part of our team that's been carrying us this whole year. So, hey, I'm going to pause this video, take a couple screenshots. We're going to do recruiting next and take a look at the road ahead. You know, I also want to give credit to the play calling there for the Florida Gators. That direct snap earlier in the game, that was some of the best offensive and defensive play calling we've played against in this entire dynasty. That was a masterclass on coaching. So, I don't know who the coach is for the Florida Gators in this dynasty, or their offensive defensive coordinators, but I want to go after them, right? We'll be looking for a new defensive coordinator next year, right? Jerry actually might not be the assistant defensive coordinator anymore. He might get promoted to full-on defensive coordinator. I wish you could change the names of the coaches, right? I wish you could customize your coaches, and we could just change the name and put Jerry in as the defensive coordinator, right? But hey, that's a rough loss. I mean, it's rough. Like, we just have to say it like it is. That's unfortunate. It's frustrating. We are not playing defensively up to our standards, and we did not play offensively up to our standards today. It's been a weird year. It's been the challenge that I wanted. I think it's the challenge that we needed after winning 4 national championships in a row, and it humbles you, right? One thing that's really been recreated this season is the fact that when you play on the road, I don't care what your difficulty, I mean, I don't care what your attributes are, your team attributes, that other team gets a big boost from their home field advantage. Just like in real life, home field advantage makes a massive difference, and you can feel it. Oh my. Okay, let's go into recruiting though. Do you all think we're still going to be in the top 25? I mean, it was a close game, but we dropped to unranked Florida, and that's our 3rd loss this year, and we're 1-3 in the conference. I don't know. I really don't know. Make your predictions in a comment down below, and please leave your positive, encouraging words, because this team needs them. I need them. This team needs them. But, yeah, this recruiting class is looking great, everybody. I don't know how the next series... When the next series will probably start July, right? Right when the new game comes out, July 7th, right? So the new series will start right then. So I don't know if we'll be able to see these recruits. I really don't. I don't know. Maybe we might see them for a couple games. I don't know how the final year of this dynasty will look because the new game is coming out very soon. But just to show you, we got Roy Loudermilk, JJ Wake, Alec Vaughn, Logan Lampman, Elijah Walters, JJ Conrad, Laundry Chun, Sean DeGier, Rico Kaufman, Craig Sharp, Tavares Hag, Freddie Brent, Carl Marcus, George Smelter. We lost on Jamie Campanaro. Georgia got him. So, yeah, let's just remove him from the list. I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah, let's just remove him. It is what it is, right? What are you going to do? Can't believe he chose Georgia. Yeah, Freddie Brent, JJ Conrad, we saw him, Carl Marcus, Ron Pounds, we haven't got him yet. Wait, why did it change our order? What just happened? Did I do something wrong? Oh, I sorted by... I changed... I'll be honest. I never knew you could change the sorting. I've never seen the sort option there. Have you all seen that? You'd sort by optional rank? Okay, so George Smelter, Roland Brazil, Jalen Majay, and Aaron Pounds. What a name for a defensive tackle. We lost Larry Smythe to Louisville? You're kidding. We knew he was close. Yeah, we knew he was close. We got Devin Brent, 5-star or 4-star Jim right tackle. And yeah, there's only a couple recruits we're going after here. I still want to go after a kicker, right? This is a kicker with a great leg, 93 power, but not great accuracy. And as you all saw in that last game, I'm not very good. In the last game, you're like, Ryan, this is episode 75. We've known your kicking issues this entire time. I've gotten a lot better though, right? I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, I don't need to change anything there. We're already hard selling. And we can hard sell here, and I'm definitely going to. Make sure we lock in Timmy Rhodes, a left tackle pass protector. I tell you, I cannot wait for the new game. Like, I just cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Like, it's going to be so good. Tyrese Oden here. I don't know. I think we go look for that superstar kicker, right? I think that's the only thing that we're trying to get now. I looked at wide receivers in the last one, and we're just going to go to top prospects. Wait, no. I think, didn't we recruit all the kickers? I think so. I think I recruited all the 3-star kickers. I'm about 90% sure I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm just going to add a couple more and just see. Oh, I definitely didn't. Well, here we go. Maybe we get lucky, everybody. I'm just looking for a gem that has really more power tendency. That's not what I'm looking for. Go ahead and remove them both from the list. That's one of the things we have not really... I haven't looked for it, though. I have not found a generational talent kicker on this game. I've seen screenshots of other people finding generational talent kickers. Like kickers who could just crush it. Wait, this might be the one. No. It was looking so good. We might go after Odin, right? Wait, 90 power. 75 accuracy. No road dog. I don't like it. Akeem Grimm. Maybe the last one. 92 and mega leg and road dog. Please don't be a bust. We found our kicker. Akeem Grimm. Tyrese Oden is such a cool name though. But road dog. So yeah, we're gonna get a kicker, right? He's gonna be shocked, right? Oh, is that team who used to be a powerhouse, right? Oh, is that team that used to be the former #1 team? You know what's awesome though? We locked in all of our recruits before we started to really fall apart as a team. So that's good, right? We still have the #1 recruiting class, 512 stars. We got lucky we got these recruits before these losses, but here we go. Let's advance the week and see the damage. What a battle, 4-3. But hey, Texas in Texas, Florida in Florida. When I did the season preview, do you all remember when I said this is gonna be nuts and we could lose half of our games? Well, Timmy Rhodes here. Welcome to Kentucky. Let's go. And #1 on a couple more lists there. And championship contender moved down. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We should have moved down. Now, the big question is, where will we be in the top 25, or will we be? I think we will be 15, 16. Matthew Horn, 2 sacks. What a game. SEC Player of the Week. 14, I tell you. The College Football Playoff Committee loves us. We go to Tennessee. You have to be kidding me. Oh, no. Oh, no. You have to be kidding me, YouTube. There ain't no way. We also... There ain't no way Tennessee is 2-5. 0-3 in the conference. 89 overall. 89 offense, 90 defense. Welcome to the SEC. You all are talking about Kentucky. Look at Tennessee. Their fans are shocked. Just like you all are shocked, right? I'm shocked. But like, Tennessee is shocked as well. They're one of the best overall teams in the SEC. They're 0-3 in the conference and 2-5. Welcome to the Southeastern Conference, everybody. Welcome to it. It's great. Stay tuned for year 6 when we move to the ACC. Stay tuned to year 6 when we move to the Big 12 or the ACC, right? That's what I'm going to do in the College Football 26 Dynasty. All right, Ryan, what about the SEC? What? No, they kicked us out. Yeah, they kicked us out of the SEC. Yeah, they didn't want to be associated with this Kentucky team anymore. They kicked us out. Let's take a look at our schedule just to see what we have left. Okay, here we go, everybody. Wait, that's not our schedule, is it? That's the scores. I meant team schedule. Here we go. What do we got left? I don't know if I can handle much more this season, everybody. This is taking a lot out of me. Just Tennessee at Tennessee. Auburn at home, thankfully. Just a casual Ole Miss at Ole Miss, the 7th ranked team in the nation. And then we play Georgia at home, just the undefeated Bulldogs. You're like, Ryan, do you still have that game circled on the calendar? Well, it's circled all right, but I'm not sure what the circle means yet. And then we close out for the Governor's Cup. You know, one more loss, and we're out of the college football playoff hunt. We have another shot. Like, we can make it. We're clearly not winning the SEC. We have 5 games left. That is 5 more Saturdays left in this season, everybody. We can get a bowl game, right? If we win 6 games, so, right, 6 or 7 games, we'll get a bowl game. That's what the season might be looking at right now. But you know what? We're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting. We faced adversity. We battled back earlier this year after losing to Texas and South Carolina. We beat one of the best teams in the nation, FAU, right? And then one of the best teams in the nation, Vanderbilt. And I'm sticking to that story. And then, yeah, tested at Florida. Florida moves into the top 25 now. They deserved it. But yeah, they're 4-3 as well now. I don't know. Tennessee has had a tough schedule like we've had. And you can see it. They're 2-5. But at home, Tennessee is going to be insane. We're going to have to play so smart. That's going to be insane. Okay, 1 game at a time. 5 games. 1 game at a time. I need you all. Listen, I need everybody out there. You're still watching this video to the end. You've enjoyed this series. I need your positive, encouraging words, everybody. Wow, do I need them. And drop a like. It really helps. Subscribe for more. And I will see you when we go to Tennessee and crush the Tennessee Volunteers. I'll see you in the next video. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.